Today, we're jumping into the world of Nigerian real estate. And look, it can be chaotic, it can be complex, but it's also incredibly valuable. We're going to explore how one company is using AI to bring some much-needed order and trust to the whole market. You know, anyone who's ever tried to find a place to live in Nigeria gets this. It's the perfect way to describe it. A process that's just, well, it's frustrating, it's confusing, and you feel totally gridlocked. This is the exact problem we're going to unpack. And we're not talking about small change here. The stakes are massive. Nigeria's property market is a booming industry, and it's projected to be worth an absolutely staggering $137 billion by 2030. But for so long, the tools to navigate this landscape have been, frankly, stuck in the past.
So, before we can even get to the solution, we first need to piece together why the current system is such a puzzle in the first place.
Okay, so here are the core frustrations for pretty much everyone involved. I mean, you've got a market with no central database, so scams and fake listings are everywhere. Buyers waste hours on dead ends. Sellers can't get any visibility. The whole thing is just slow, manual, and at the end of the day, it's plagued by a deep lack of trust. But what if you could fix all of that? What if it was as simple as just starting a conversation? This brings us to the really cool AI-powered solution at the heart of our story today. Let me introduce you to Property Alat. The idea here is actually brilliantly simple. It's an AI platform that's basically your own personal real estate agent, and it's available anytime you need it, 24/7, right from your phone. And this quote from the founder, Lade Matthews, just hits the nail on the head. See, this isn't just about putting listings online. It's about totally flipping the script, changing the dynamic, and putting a smart, reliable assistant right in your pocket. So you might be wondering, how does this actually work? It sounds good, but what's it like to use? Let's walk through the whole experience. The whole journey is just beautifully simple. First, you just start a conversation. You can type or use your voice to say what you're looking for. Then the AI scans its most important asset, a database of verified properties. And once it finds a match, you just tap a button to connect directly with a real verified agent on WhatsApp. That's it. No more phone tag, no more dead ends. And this really shows you the difference, doesn't it? The old way is that endless, soul-crushing scroll through listings you can't trust. The Property Alat way? It's just a simple chat. You're replacing all that uncertainty with actual verification, and you're swapping that slow, manual chase for a smart, instant connection. It's a total shift from a frustrating hunt to an intelligent search. And here's what's really cool. The platform is so accessible. You don't have to use some formal, stuffy language. You can actually use your voice and speak in Pidgin English, a language spoken by millions all over Nigeria, and the AI knows exactly what you mean. I mean, that is a huge step for inclusivity. Now, for people who need to find a place fast, they also have this optional premium service called Oga Odogwu, which kind of translates to Big Boss, which is great. For a pretty small fee, it just delivers curated listings right to you every week until you find the one. It's basically a VIP fast pass for your property search. So, okay, it's a neat app, but how does this all add up to something bigger? What makes this more than just another property website? Why is it a genuine game changer for the Nigerian market? Well, the answer starts right here. Get this, a whopping 95% of internet users in Nigeria are on WhatsApp. So by building their solution directly into the chat app people already have and use every single day, Property Alat just removes all the friction. They meet users exactly where they are. And for this market, that's an absolutely genius move. So when you boil it all down, the real AI advantage comes down to these four things. First, it democratizes access, right? It makes the whole process simple for everyone. Second, it ensures accuracy by verifying listings in a market where good data is so hard to come by. Third, it increases inclusivity with that language support. And maybe most important of all, it builds trust by keeping everything inside its own verified ecosystem. This is clearly just the beginning. So you have to wonder, what does the future hold for a platform this innovative? The road ahead looks pretty clear and ambitious. The immediate goal is to scale up to 10,000 users. Soon after that, the plan is to expand into other huge African markets like Ghana and Kenya. And then, looking even further out, they're going to be adding powerful new features, things like virtual property tours, all built right into the platform. And that kind of brings us to our final thought here. The story of Property Alat, it isn't really just about real estate. It's about a much bigger idea. In markets where complexity and a serious lack of data create mistrust, maybe the solution isn't more complexity. Maybe it's less. Maybe, just maybe, the key is something as simple and as human as a conversation. Definitely something to think about.